So now we'll start layering some stuff on top of it. How many of you guys currently are using Client Giant consistently? So there's 50 people in the room. I see 5 hands. So 45 of you means there's opportunity for you guys here. So there's a lot of things that you can do with Client Giant. First one, they have something called Top of Mind. What Top of Mind will do is it'll send 4 thoughtful gifts throughout the year, just randomly. There's a lot of studies that have been found. If you can send gifts at random times versus at more predictable times, those gifts stand out significantly more. 99 bucks. I'm not a thoughtful person. I'm not good at this. So for me to think of like, what's going to be the best gift for this person? Like, I'm not good at thinking about that stuff. Just unplug it. You just pay 99 bucks a year and they will automatically send 4 gifts out a year. They're really cool gifts. Like we tried to recreate this part of what they do. We could not recreate this for the cost. Most of the gifts they send, if you were to go buy the gift, do the personalized card, ship it to the client, you would spend like $150 to $200. This is just set it and forget it. You put the client in there, 99 bucks a year and it's done. 4 gifts, they go out, they have a nice little personalized letter. Says, hey, Greg, I was thinking about you. Boom. I hope you have it's a new year, new you. And it has like, I think last year was like some sort of calendar with like thought-provoking ideas every day. Like they're really cool gifts. So I would recommend any of your past clients, you put them on that, and especially your referral partners. Referral partners can be a huge source of business. I know Jack and I were talking a few weeks ago, like you could go build relationships with divorce attorneys, trust attorneys, probate attorneys, bankers. There's all these people that could be sources of listings for you, not just one referral. Like you go build relationships with some of these people, they're going to refer you business over and over and over again. So those people that refer you business, like put them on this campaign. 99 bucks a year. That's a great freaking investment. They've also added a lot of new stuff lately that I think is really cool. So you could also set people up on a birthday plan. And automatically every year on your birthday, it's going to send them a gift. And it's a new gift every year. Obviously, they don't send the same thing over and over. So they refresh the gift every year. And they have 2 options. They have a $35 one and a $99 one. So if you just want the basic gift, 35 bucks, or you could go premium, 99 bucks. And it's every year, automatically, you don't even have to think about it. You know a gift's going to go out to your client. It's going to make you stand out. And then they have a package now for wedding anniversary, 79 bucks a year. Every year when their wedding anniversary comes out, boom, a gift's going to show up at the door, personalized from you. These things will make you stand out. These are extremely little investments. What's the cost? We've talked about this before. What is the cost of one Zillow connection? About $1,000. To just get the phone to ring is like $1,000 for a lead that converts at like 5 to 10%. I mean, we're talking about spending like 35 bucks a year, 100 bucks a year. Like shit's cheap. But then when you get that Zillow lead, now we got to compete with other people, right? Like now we're interviewing against other people. We're having a discount. Like when you get business from these people that have been getting your gifts, cost you nothing. How did my clients call me and say, hey, we went by an open house. Can you write the offer up and sell our 2 condos and not have to interview against anybody else and charge full commission? Because of this stuff. Right, that's like over $2 million in deals with 0 competition because we take care of them with this stuff. These are literally drops in the bucket. They also have a ton of one-off gifts they've added now, which is really cool too. So these are, as you're cruising through the social feed, you find magic moments. You see that they're having a baby. You see they got LinkedIn tells you they got a promotion. They got engaged, those kinds of things. You could literally just go in there, add their info. I think most of them they got anywhere from like $50 to $100 for these gifts. They're super cool. They sent me one when we had a kid. They send me shit all the time. And it had my daughter's name, like it's a little blanket with a hood and it has her name across it. Like it's super freaking cute. We use it all the time. Like those things matter. Those are going to stick out to people.
So it just got me thinking real quick. I pulled up, I have a client. She's a Hall of Fame volleyball coach. Brought it home for me 5 years ago. I put her on Client Giant as soon as I heard about him. In May 23rd, she took a picture of the gift that I sent her, and I didn't even know what I was sending. At that point, I started putting myself on there, so I knew what I was sending out. But she said, "You're amazing as always. Thank you." Sent me a gift. 2 months later, she called me up and says, "Clayton, there's a condo I want to buy right now. Help me." And we went and wrote an offer on a condo that overlooked Petco Park, and got it and beat out 4 people. And then she wanted me to help her buy another home elsewhere. And I'm waiting to do another exchange with her this year. So those are the best calls, when someone just calls you up and is like ready to rock because you stayed in touch.
Yeah, I put myself on it so I get it every time it goes out, so I know exactly when it's hitting, but you'll know when it's hitting because your clients are sending you text messages. I've had clients like post unboxing videos on social of their gifts. Like, you know when they hit because you're going to get messages. And guess what? Now you get a message and it's an inbound. Now it's like, hey, Clayton, thank you so much for the gift. Now you're in conversation with your client, which is kind of the whole goal, right? Like, is to get in conversation with people. So, and then if you want to flip over, Thomas. So they got all kinds of stuff now. There's transaction packages, which you guys don't need because for $100, you guys can get 4 gifts. Their cheapest transaction package is like $350. Ours is $100 for these celebration boxes. Celebration.kylewhissel.com, order boxes, especially you guys that are newer. But then they got before and after transaction gifts. They have like a just listed gift, just sold gifts. There's all kinds of stuff. The top of mind stuff. They have like higher level top of mind, birthdays, anniversaries, New Year's gifts, situational gifting, just because they got like a get well thing. So you see somebody sick, like send them a get well package. Somebody posts they got COVID, like send that shit. Love is in the air. White sage, Clayton, and probably all your clients need that. All kinds of stuff. Client Giant probably buys the sage from your people. So there's all kinds of amazing stuff inside of Client Giant. So make sure you guys get on here, and those of you guys are clientgiant.kylewhissel.com, it'll save you money on your first order. You guys are starting to notice a trend. There's a shortcut for everything. So get dialed in on Client Giant. I'm a huge fan of it. This is, if there's any money you're allocating to marketing, which the whole point of being on this team is you don't have to spend a lot of money. The only thing that I'd be spending money on is this shit right here. Like, don't go buy leads from other sources and chase all this other crap. Like, if you're trying to figure out where to invest your dollars, the highest ROI you're ever going to have in this industry is on stuff like this, is loving on your existing sphere of influence. Before you worry about any new leads or anything else, this is where you should stay focused on. Matt Honeycutt's talking about diamonds are in your own backyard. If you guys have never read Acres of Diamonds, I know some of you guys, this is beating a dead horse, but it's a good one to hear. There's this guy, he lives on a farm, and he keeps reading these stories about all these people finding diamonds and getting super rich. And he's like, oh man, I want to go find diamonds. So he sells the farm and he goes chasing diamonds all around the world, and goes here and finds nothing, goes there and finds nothing, goes there, finds nothing. Finally, the guy becomes suicidal, jumps in a tidal wave and kills himself. Meanwhile, the person who bought the farm from him one day is just like walking along the river and picks up a rock that's like really shiny. He's like, oh, this thing's kind of cool, and puts it up on the mantle of the fireplace at home. Doesn't think a whole lot of it. Later, somebody comes over to the house and says like, hey, what's that up there? And the guy's like, oh, it's just a shiny rock I found. And the guy's like, picks it up. He's like, this isn't a rock, this is a diamond. And lo and behold, the farm had acres and acres of diamonds on it the entire time. Yet this guy sold the farm and went chasing dumb shit all over the world when all the acres were already right there under his feet. Like, this is your acres of diamonds right here. Like, you don't need to go chase new stuff. Like, get this first, build this foundation first before you worry about anything else. You don't need any new lead sources. You don't need new people. You don't need anything until you have this nailed down.